creative friends! Welcome, welcome! Ready to level up your jewelry game? Today we're diving into the advanced sun and moon ring design. Elegant, cute, and totally inspired by nature. Gold for the sun, silver for the moon. Simple, powerful symbolism. All the tools and materials you need are listed in the description. And if you missed the beginner version, the tutorial link is down there too. Hit subscribe, tap the bell, and never miss a design drop. Let's get crafting. I'm using 16 gauge brass to make it. And you can use 18 gauge, but I wouldn't recommend below that. And the sun, or this big loop, it's the inner diameter 8 milliliter. I flush cut the end and also filed. I use my 6-step bell shaping plier, and this one is 8 milliliter. Second largest. And we make a loop like this and bend straight up. It's okay open here for now because we need to hammer a little bit, then we close out. Now let's hammer this big loop, 8 milliliter inner diameter, and slightly flat, not too much. So it's like a work hardened, and also when you wrap the thinner wires, weaving wires, and it will be less slippery. This is what we have. And now, let's close the loop. I'm making a ring size 7. And this is sun and moon, the opening here. It's about 5 to 6 milliliter. And the distance between them, I find a trick. So if you want to make a size 7, the distance should be 38 milliliter. And size 5, 34 milliliter. Size 5.5, 35 milliliter. And size 6 is 36 milliliter. Size 6.5, 37 milliliter. And size 7 is 38 milliliter. So it's a kind of each 1 milliliter more or less. It's the ring size, half size up or down. So I use my ruler, measure from this band and to this end, 38 milliliter. My marker, and I mark somewhere, hope you can see, 38 right here. I use my flat nose plier and place it right next to this mark. We don't put it on the mark because this mark is about 1 milliliter, and then we'll take away the length if you put it on. So we put it right next to it, and then after we bend, this mark will be right at the corner of the band, and the total length will be 38. So this is the trick. And then bend 90 degrees, like this. And the moon, this loop, I'm going to use a 3 milliliter on the top. So I need this loop to be 3.5 milliliter inner diameter. because we're using the weaving wire 28 gauge to wrap around, it will take the space. If you use 3 milliliter and 26 gauge to wrap around, my suggestion is to make the loop 4 milliliter. So I cut off about here. And this tail should be enough for making 3.5 milliliter inner diameter loop for the moon. I made the mark here and then make this distance. It's about 16 milliliter for making a 3.5 inner diameter loop. And I trim off from the mark. Like this. Then I file the ends before making a loop, so make sure no scratch. And now I'm going to use my round nose plier and make the moon loop, 3.5 milliliter inner diameter. I have a mark here for 3.5 milliliter loop. And I want this loop direction, same as this one, parallel. So I place my wire this way and make sure no pokey here and start looping. This is what we have. And before we go further, let's double check the size. So see, end to end, the distance between these two loops is 38 milliliter. And now let's shape the ring. So we place on size 7. This doesn't have to wrap anything substantial on the ring shank, so we make a size 7 and we place on size 7 as a 5. So find the middle, put it here, and then just shape it around the ring mandrel. For this design, we need to hammer the shape a little bit, and that's why we need to shape the ring first, because once we wrapped, and we cannot hammer. So we want to shape it first, and then we hammer it. Here, stick out a little bit, and we need to fix that before we wrap it. So we just do the jump ring style, move close like this. And this side, same. Now we are ready to wrap some wires to make the sun and the moon. And you can start with either side. I like to start with the sun loop. And the trick is we need to divide this sun loop into 4 different sections. Section 1, top to bottom, vertical. Section 2, left to right, horizontal. And section 3, top left to bottom right, diagonal. Section 4, top right to bottom left. I use a 28 gauge wire in gold color to wrap the sun loop. And I place my wire in the middle of the ring shank. Leave a couple inches tail to hold on to, and also in case we need to wrap more later on. So it's just a simple coils, nothing fancy. I make jewelries for fun, and I'm not an expert, so I just want to show you how I make my designs and hope to give you some ideas, inspiration. If you have any suggestions, leave in comments below. And your comments, your suggestions really mean a lot to me. I really appreciate your time and support. And we just keep coiling until to the bend here. And each time, make sure you squeeze them tight and make sure it's neat and tight enough. I reach the bend here, and then I cut off my wire, leave like about 8 inches around, and cut it off from the spool, and then go through this sun loop once to secure. Okay, like this. And we start making this sun loop net. I will start with the vertical section because this wire is straight up right now. So we follow the wire's direction. And I hold on the button here firmly and push through this sun loop like this. Wrap the top portion once. And then all the way from the back and go over the button, wrap once, push through, like this. Again, pull over all the way to the top and wrap once on the top. So we have 2 lines right here. And this is just basic the pattern to make this sun loop net. And at the beginning, it's a little bit loose and tricky. But after we finish it, the vertical and section and it will stay, it will become more secure and won't move around. And each section we do like about 4 or 5 lines. So now this is the third line. Like this. Make sure no kink. I got all my 5 lines done, and now we cut off this excessive wire. Then smoosh the ends. Make sure no scratch. And next, we are doing the horizontal from left to the right, and cut another piece of wire like a 10-inch around, and we just place it here, secure. It's just exactly same pattern. And also do 4 or 5 lines, same as the vertical section. So basically, we just use these 4 sections to fill up the entire sun loop. It's a pretty repeated motion, so and each section you just cut about 8 to 10 inches long to complete the entire sun net. I finished all my 4 sections, and this is how it looks like. And now let's make the moon. The same, use a 28 gauge wire. I use silver color and leave an inch around tail here, hold on to, right next to the gold one, and start coiling. The key here is to make it tight, so we just keep pushing. Keep pushing to the sun side, like this. For friends have not subscribed, please help me subscribe the channel. Without your support, I cannot do it. Thank you so much. And same all the way to this band.
When I reach the bend here, and I cut off my wire from the spool, like about 8 to 10 inches. And we go through here to secure and cover the opening here first, like this. And then we keep coiling until the center part here. And here has a trick, because I want my 3 milliliter bead like a sit on here and showing very minimal wire both sides here. I don't know if you can see. So I want this way to wrap, like this. Go this way, not this way. Because when I reach this center part and at B, my wire is coming through inside here. And then that gives me the look I want, showing very little wire. So we just continuously coiling and fill up here. I reach the center part here, and I can add my 3 milliliter bead. You see, this is what I mean. So it will, the wire both sides will be like a hidden. A little bend here. So make it like a sit on the top of this moon loop. Make a little bend on here and this side too. Like this. See, this is what I'm saying. You wouldn't be able to see the wire here and here from the top. And now we just keep filling up this moon loop by coiling like this. Nothing fancy here. It's just a normal coil or wrapping until you fill up this side. Okay, we fill up all the space on our moon loop, and this is how it look like. And now we just cut off the excessive wire, and I cut it here. Then I use my needle nose plier and then just smoosh down these ends and push it inside so it won't show. And also here we need to cut it off. Before we cut it, we make sure the silver tone moon side is half and the sun side is also half. It's like this in the center. And we can cut one end off first. And smoosh. In the other end, we just cut it right at the other end. So it's like they meet each other. And after you cut it and smoosh down, and then it will not show. It's like a perfect connection, like this. And smoosh. And now let's pull back and double check the size. 7 right here. Perfect. We made it. So cute, so pretty.
Thanks for watching this design hack. If it sparked your creativity, give it a like, share it with your fellow makers, and subscribe for more. I drop full tutorials every first Wednesday of the month and post shorts every Monday to spark new design ideas. See something you love in a short and wonderful tutorial? Drop a comment below. I love to hear from you. See you in the next one.